your body. And even if you're trying to like lose weight or whatever, I think you should learn to love your body at every phase. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's just something, confidence, because that goes back to confidence. It's something you have to work on every single day. Like, what she said, that's normal. I feel like guys can do that. Like, hey, make sure I look good because you're on camera. People are looking at you. You want to make sure you're presentable.
Let me tell you something. This fat ass body going on every dang platform on here. I don't care what's going on. You can't believe nothing out. I don't care.
But see, Corey, when you are a certain size, you have to be even more careful because people are going to perceive you a certain way already. They're judging you. So I feel like I do get what she's saying because I don't want to be out here looking crazy.
But I do want to commend you, though, because the thing is not even about body size. Like, you would be surprised what women have certain insecurities.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, I just think that's, like, some boss ass just to be like, this is me, because that stuff exudes on the outside.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you are beautiful.
Thank you.
And some of us men love when women love their big body because we love that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I don't like slender girls. I just enjoy bigger girls better. You know what I'm saying?
And
like a little bit more curves on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
look,
the grabbing. It's the grabbing.
Right.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with juicy women.
Yeah.
Not at all. Ain't
nothing wrong with juicy women. Like, I mean, y'all got to be honest. To be honest,
do you for real? Do you for real?
He do.
Okay.
To be honest,
I ain't gotta lie.
To be honest, the women that's BBWs have more confidence than some of the skinny women, though.
Some of them don't need that much confidence, but yeah.
Right.
They're a little overconfident.
Yeah.
I mean, confidence, like I said, like even when I was talking to somebody the other day and we were just talking for a minute and she was just like, oh my God, like, I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? I feel like, again, it's just a lot of stuff is just in our heads, like I'm the same way. Like I made a whole video I was about to post on Facebook or whatever. I didn't post it because I didn't like my hair. Now, was it really bad? No, but it's just a thing. Again, I feel like a standard representation that I carry, and I only post things that I feel like, I just do. I will never get online looking any kind of way.
You, if you had to put that out there, you would have got way more hits than you would have
You
thought.
think so?
I can guarantee it.
I don't know.
I guarantee it.
I don't know either, because people.
Now, come on, you've been doing pictures for a long time. I be reading the comments on your. It's some weirdos that be.
No, it's yes.
It's some weirdos. I know that. I know your block button is heavy.
You know what? Unless it get real expensive, I don't block them. If they get real like ghetto with it, I block them. But usually I just ignore them and keep it. If they get real tacky, some people can be tacky.
Like
no. I think that is some things. It's just like you should keep in your head. I mean, we all have things that we say in our mind, but you got to keep that in your mind. Like I would not go on nobody post saying what that's something. Even I wouldn't even send a DM saying certain things. So no, I don't like that kind of attention.
Do you think modeling is hard on your dating life? You know what I mean? Like, is a guy like, nah, I don't want to already see
I think it depends on what kind of modeling you're doing. See, when I see Instagram models, for example, like I have like, I call model friends who are like half naked on the gram. And I've been thinking like, what do your man got to say about that?
Yeah.
But I feel like the kind of modeling I do, it's tasteful and stuff. But I worry, I don't want to just up and ask like, what your man say about that? But they got OnlyFans and like the thong on and stuff, and they look good. But I just be wondering, like,
have you ever thought about OnlyFans? Don't you lie on this?
Some of they man,
Don't you lie.
Man is pushing their OnlyFans page.
That's the only thing I could think.
That is creepy.
That is. I mean, and then I could see somebody naked.
I'm sure y'all seen. I don't know if y'all know about Britannia, but Britannia was probably the first female ever to do this OnlyFans thing.
Okay,
and
I never heard of
only
it.
photographer has been her husband.
Really?
Her only guy.
What's her name?
She done made millions.
Okay, I could believe
Britannia,
it.
Okay, well, I don't know about Britannia, but I know about Micah.
Oh.
Answer that question. Are you on OnlyFans or
people like some of my followers have inquired about it. It's just not my thing. It's no disrespect to anybody who does it. Get your money, sis, but that's just not the lane that I'm trying to go.
So y'all was talking about men earlier. I asked her earlier. She said none of my business, but I'm gonna ask you. What type of man do you like?
Black men? No, I'm just joking.
Right.
No, I do know.
All right.
you know what? The older I get, I realize I really don't have a type. Honestly, it's all about.
Nah, come on, don't. I hate when women say you will not date a booger wolf if he come in here breath smell like train smoke. You will not date a man if he that bad.
That's not a type.
I mean, am I just saying that's not a type?
I don't care. That is a type. If a man comes to you, he butt ass ugly. You will not date.
I know some girls that like ugly dudes.
Yeah, but not every girl.
But see, when it comes to men, looks is not as important as women. We would like a man because he's a provider, because he's confident, because he's smart. Like we like a man that's, got money or something. It's other things that matter.
Ugly, but you can dress nice. You can have pretty teeth. Like white.
Yes, and like you said, go back to. Have you ever seen somebody physically ugly but they're so confident? I like the way he talk. He's charismatic. He's assured. You know what I'm saying? He is assertive. Like that stuff is sexy. What?
Well, that's because
I have liked the ugly guy before. I have liked the ugly guy before. Yes.
That's okay.
What are you talking about?
I haven't liked the ugly guy before.
Y'all have liked ugly girls.
Oh yeah. You ever just? It could be your preference.
I'm not gonna say ugly.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not gonna say ugly. I'm gonna say some that didn't look as good as ugly.
I wouldn't say
because it could be your presence. It could be just I like her conversation, how they carry themselves.
The thing that makes a woman ugly to me is her personality. If her personality is cold. I can't be, but I don't care if you good looking, because you got some good looking women that's really messed up in the head.
That's true. But men, y'all are more visual than us, so y'all care more about looks.
We are.
Oh, he can listen, make me laugh. He could be ugly, but if he can make me laugh,
I was just about to say that.
Now, can the man? So what y'all?
What she just said, I love a man with a great sense of humor, and I realized, I don't know if you realize too, the more I date, a lot of people don't have a sense of humor. No. It's so crazy. They like deep all the time. Malcolm X.
In the air nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask him this question. So, man was working at McDonald's and he was bringing on only every 2 weeks, $500 every 2 weeks. Would you date him?
No.
Why not? You just said
I'm 30. I'm not 17. No, it's nothing wrong with that. But there's levels to this. If I was 19 years old and in school still and doing, but why as a grown woman, why would I be dating somebody?
That's happy with bringing home $500.
Well, I didn't say happy. I just said
our household working at McDonald's.
So you just
I didn't say happy.
What if you said 500 every 2 weeks? That's not gonna work.
I'm just saying. What if he down on his luck and he just had to just?
Then he shouldn't be dating right now. See, this is my thing. We gonna stop pretending that money does not matter when it comes to dating because 9 times out of 10, most of the time we're dating because we eventually want a partner. Am I correct? Maybe possibly marriage. Marriage is not for everybody, but you're looking for somebody. If they can't sustain the lifestyle that I have now, which is not the most glamorous, then I can't, maybe in a year or two. Yeah, it's nothing wrong. I mean, he could be working at McDonald's maybe in a year from now. Maybe he done upgraded and he's doing better. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie and be like, it don't matter. It does matter.
Yeah. It does.
And it really does matter.
I think that I'm kind of old school. Like, I really hate seeing stuff when people are kind of like, a man and a woman is equal, blah, blah, blah. No. Because in the same breath, you're going to want a provider. You're going to want a man. I believe in that. Like, a man is supposed to lead his household.
Yes.
And so at a certain point, you got to sit back and think about if my family, if we are to reach a certain level, if we are to try and get to a certain thing, like, your mindset has to be different.
Exactly.
And it's not even about pay. Don't get me wrong, because you can be out here, you can be pushing your business or what you believe in, and honestly, you can be making less than somebody that work in McDonald's, to be real.
That's true.
So my thing is like what is your vision? Like, where is your mindset? Like, what's your goals? You know what I mean? But if you sitting around working at McDonald's flipping fries, we don't really got nothing to talk about.
You don't flip fries, by the way. You flip burgers. But we gonna handle that. We get to that later. No flipping no fries.
Look at she like, you flip. Wait a minute. You flip?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Flipping over single fries.
No.
Look at him.
You work in McDonald's, Corey, because I feel like you feeling personally attacked.
Yes, is that what's going on? I'm about to say,
I would work at McDonald's if I had to, because that's like a pride thing saying I want, because it's a slap in the face to say I won't work it, because there's a lot of people that have to.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. I'm not saying
anything is wrong with it.
What she said was key. What she said was, first of all, nobody is knocking any of that, because everybody has had to do something to sustain. But what she said was, if that's where you're at in life, you should not be out here.
You should not.
To be
When I see,
get your shit together.
Well, you asked me a question, right?
Okay, well,
when I see the memes on Instagram with you dating, it's like you shouldn't be dating right now. If you're struggling to over an Applebee's 2 for 20,
she said 2 for 20. Struggle. Oh God.
Wait, hold on. First of all,
Yeah.
how you gonna
You don't
ask,
need to
how
date
you gonna
if you
ask me?
can't do the 2 for 20.
How you gonna ask me a question and don't let me finish the answer?
Okay,
go ahead, Corey.
Dang, I mean, hey, it's the press for conversation, ain't it?
Okay, go.
So, what's up, Darren?
Give him the one.
Go ahead.
What if the dude working at McDonald's, but he got like that's one he's trying to earn that
like a
income,
side
but
job or weekend job.
That's what I said. That's what I
Use
said.
that as leverage to pay
it's
to
the
build
goals.
something.
That's what I said. I said it's not about what you're making. It's about what is your goals, what's the outcome. Like,
Right.
you got to sit me down. Like, you know what I'm saying, baby? This is what we got to do right now. But the plan is for us to be A, B, and C. And then I got to see you out here doing
Actually
A, B,
doing
and
it,
C.
exactly, because people will
Really
talk.
trying to get somewhere because
Exactly.
Right.
I'm never that type. Like I said, like even right now, like I may go on a date or two or whatever. I'm not
I thought you said.
I just said I may go on a date or two.
Might.
All right.
He raised me catch
I could have sworn she said she didn't date. She said.
No.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is
Well-
I'm not thinking about anything serious because I'm in nursing school. I gotta go.
Right.
You know, I can't really offer anybody anything for real right now.
And
You know
that's
what I'm
good that you
saying?
point that out because I feel like dating couldn't distract you to what you're really trying to do. Like
Definitely.
I'm at the point right now,
Oh,
I'm
God.
so focused right now. He would have to be like the most amazing man because I mean that's what happens. You know, he's your boo. He want to take you out. He's taking away from
Sweep
your
you off your
time.
feet.
So if he's not, actually like doing what he's supposed to do, it's a distraction.
And you
that's why you got to be careful.
So don't feel bad about saying I hate that too. Like man, women, whatever. Don't feel bad about saying I'm doing A, B, and C. The person that I want needs to be doing this. Like you doing your thing. So
Right.
of course you want somebody equal or greater.
Of course.
Well, this is the Pressful Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. This is my co-host Tasha here.
Hey.
I got my co-host CG, and we got a beautiful model in
Yes.
that's very outspoken. She's a great entrepreneur, Micah Tricks. So,
Trig, no S, no S.
Well,
Everybody
Trig.
do that. Don't worry
He'll
about it.
fuck up everybody's name
Okay,
in
you
the world.
gotta correct him.
Everybody's
I'm
name.
silly.
It's just Trig. It's
y'all,
just
hey,
Trig.
we got company. Y'all gonna embarrass me like that? Wait till the cameras go off.
Hey, this is on video. You fuck up everybody's name.
Well, he can edit it out, damn it. I do. You know, it just, I don't mean to do that. I be so excited. So
We know, man. We just talking shit.
I know. I be so, because I'm excited. I'm excited that you here today. I'm excited.
I love to talk.
I'm excited that Tasha is here today. I'm excited that CG. I'm excited that my boy Darrion doing his thing behind the camera. I'm excited that he brought Ashley here today. She's sitting in the crowd. She's been very quiet. She's been very obedient. That's good.
Oh, what's wrong with this nigga? What is wrong with this nigga? Woman in obedience should not go in the same
I'm
fucking
just playing.
sentence,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Shit.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
nigga.
But,
A bunch of niggas in trouble today.
no, I'm not.
We gotta have a
I'm
little
just
talk
playing, but
when we done.
I'm glad that you're here today on the show, and we get to have fun. What's
Yeah.
new? What's new for Micah?
Like I was just saying, I'm just pretty much just out here, modeling, working, just out here. Like just grinding. The grind never ends.
You say you here, you
Where
sit
can
here.
everybody find- where can they
Oh, you can go on
find
my
you? They
Instagram. My main place that I am on Instagram is my girl Micah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I feel like Facebook is a lot more personal. That's like family and
It
stuff.
is.
But you could add me. I mean, depending on you can add me, but I always just tell people to follow me. I'm on Twitter too, but I'm never on Twitter. If you know what I mean. I'm strictly my main platform is Instagram.
Okay.
So
You
yeah.
said my girl Micah.
Yeah,
Chris,
MYGIRLMICAA.
Get her, Chris. Find her.
My
just
girl
trying.
Micah.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
So what's new for you?
What you mean?
Sheesh.
What are you doing new? Are you?
But pretty much, I mean, because you asked like your third time, it used to be that.
It's my third time. Well, you didn't answer the first time. That's why I'm
I
asking
did.
you.
I pretty much just been modeling, doing photo shoots. I just
Yeah.
had 2 photo shoots I just did. I'm about to do one more. Like the 26th, I have another photo shoot coming up. I could do some more before then if it's like a spare of the moment kind of thing. But it's just the grind. I'm just working out here, you know, putting in the work, trying to get my name out here.
What's the best way for so if somebody is like, oh my gosh, she gorgeous, like I need, you know, what is it, Instagram for them to hit you up on
Instagram, and I do have an agency down with Polished Models.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I have it in my bio. You could always reach out to them, and it also depends on what you want to do. You know, like if it's a friend, like the last 2 that I did, just up and coming photographers and things like that. Because also I'm still trying to build my resume at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm just willing to shoot as long as it's quality work. I'm always willing to shoot. So I'm just up here just getting my name out there and. You know, girl, trying to take over the world, honey.
So what's the situation you've been in before where somebody was like, hey, you know, I want you to do this or shoot this way, and you were like, no, I'm not doing that?
I never had to say no. I just don't respond. But I've noticed that's why you got to be careful as a model, the type of material you put out there, because that's the type of energy you're going to get back. Okay. Once I did the lingerie shoot, which I still thought was very tasteful and classy, but a couple people like inbox me and like, yeah, I want to shoot, because you know everybody want to shoot with you now. When you do a shoot, it's funny every time that happens. Everybody want to work with you, and before I say yes, I always just look at their work and I'm like, nah. And this one's like a published like magazine type, but it's just not my thing. Like I'm not trying to be oily, bent over in a thong.
Right.
That's just, and then. If you do that, some women make great money, but that's just not my style.
I'm joking.
You would not catch me doing that. Yeah. So I would just not respond. If I want to work with you, I'm like, oh, okay. Because my thing is people just talk. It's not just I'm not responding. Because if they were serious, they would really like give me an actual like, you know, like send me an email and be like serious about it. But when you just send me a DM, I just say, okay. But in my head, I'm not about to work with you. I see because, you know, especially when you plus size, because when you're bigger, it can easily look like, what's the word? Like raunchy, like it can look like dirty. I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but it can easily not be tasteful.
The body, the shape you got. You
know
what I'm saying? So.
Well, we appreciate you coming on the show. We really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you for having me. This was fun.
And keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, we always have fun on here. We enjoy you. Like I said, I'm glad to have my co-host Tasha on the show. I'm glad to have my co-host CG on the show, my main man, and I'm glad to have you on the show, Micah Trick. And
thank you.
I'm glad to have my main man Darrion on the show. But before we end the show, I'm gonna ask CG get in and answer this question.
Last question: what's your biggest fear in what you're doing? What will just shut you down?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a fear, but because sometimes when you shoot certain photographers, sometimes the pictures is not as, you know, it doesn't compliment you as much, and I'm like, I hope that don't ever get out there. But I don't think it would. It's kind of petty, but at the same time, it wasn't something I'm proud of. So it's like, I don't like that. I hope no one ever sees that. But it's never nothing inappropriate. It's just more so like, I wasn't my best. I didn't feel like I did my best. Yeah, so I really try to be careful who I work with so I don't have those fears, so I don't come across those problems. Because that's when people, like the raunchy magazine, like something like that, that's the reason why I would never do that. Because if I feel like if I have to be ashamed of it, then I shouldn't do it. So I try to just stay away.
We all have a lot of things to work on, especially me. Like, I'm going to learn how to ask better questions. Because sometimes I ask the same question twice, but I'll be so excited. So I'll be unaware. So I like to thank y'all for putting me on to that. But also, like,
I thought you was playing at first. I'm like,
keep doing what you like. Just keep doing what you do. Well, you know how I am. You know me going longer than anybody in the room. So you just keep doing your thing, man. And I like the advice you give. I really do. I really like the advice you give, and all. Like, seriously, keep doing what you're doing. For the young women that's coming up, and keep encouraging them, because they need a lot of encouragement. Because some people are raised off social media.
Yeah, no.
So
they are.
You know,
now, I'm so surprised the DMs I get. People get like send me DMs and stuff. I'm like, so my thing, you never know who's watching you and stuff. Like, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, just random people DM me. Like, I appreciate what you're doing. Somebody wrote an article about me, girl. I googled my name. Are we on the time? I'm sorry.
No.
No, go
I
ahead.
Google I have this habit, y'all. I Google my name. I swear. I just like to Google my name. And somebody wrote a whole article about me, and I didn't know nothing about it. And it was a nice article too, girl.
Somebody
been watching
it was nice.
I've been watching you, baby.
He wrote a nice little article. I mean, the pictures he chose were so like one of my favorite pictures. Like he really, and I'm like, who is this? He didn't even tell me. He wrote a nice little article about me. So you never, I don't know him. I try to reach it out, and I would think
his name?
It was like Scooter, or his last name was like Scooter.
Okay.
But I'm like, who is this? I mean, and it was a really nice article. It wasn't like some, I'm like, this is so nice. You would think that he would kind of reach out and let me know.
Yeah.
I could have gave him a little interview or something.
That's awesome.
But it really brought to my attention, like, you really got to be careful what you put out on social media, because just based off my social media, he knew a lot of stuff about me. Like, I was kind of impressed. I'm like, dang, how he know? He must have been following me for a while. Like, he was breaking it down.
But that's good. It was positive though.
Yeah,
like,
of
It
course.
wasn't nothing sick. But
well, before we leave, but seriously, on a positive note, because it's a lot of girls out here, young girls out here trying to do what you're doing. What advice can you give them?
Anytime anyone asks me that, I always say, just get in front of the camera. If you're just curious about modeling, just do it. And don't even have to be a professional photo shoot. You can take out your iPhone and put it on portrait mode, and just see how you do in front of the camera. If you know how to pose, if you know how to take direction. And also, there's all kinds of modeling. Do you want to do runway? I would just try to I would say just do it. There's always casting calls. If you just want to test the waters, there are people who do coaching sessions. So I would just say, just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great
Just
advice.
do it.
Just do it.
Like Nike, baby.
all right. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. You know my co-hosts. I just say their name all night, but I'm gonna say it again because I enjoy them. My co-host Tasha, my main man CG. And thank you for Micah Tricks for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Darrion, for recording this great podcast. Peace.
Peace.
Yes.